secondly, I don't think we shall regain control by encouraging Museveni to give up. That you have done your work, now it is time. Museveni doesn't need encouragement, he needs to be very strongly pushed out of power as the country returns to our hands. And that is why we are here. We are here to organize, to regain control of the country. And regaining control of the country is not a simple task. It will not come on a silver plate. We must know we regained the country up to now. It has been 20 years. Why? Why have we failed in 20 years to gain control of the country? And we must overcome what has made us fail up to date. And the first thing that we must overcome is the fear of the dictator. People are terrified. Think a dictator has a lot of power. Dictators are weak. They are paper tigers. If you meet a paper tiger, you may think it is a real tiger until you kick it and you see that it was, after all, a paper tiger. Mr. Museveni is a paper tiger. We must cast our fear away and face tiger and tear it into the pieces it is. And I am encouraged. I saw when young people recently said they are going to demonstrate against corruption. Mr. Museveni, the paper tiger, came up and said, you dare, I will kill you. I will, moved a lot of dust. I am glad the young people dared and came. In spite of those great people, came. Are they there or they are not there? Have they died or they haven't? They have pricked the paper tiger. Next time, it should be everyone, not just those few. Those who remained behind, warm up. The paper tiger must go. And that is our duty here. So ladies and gentlemen, we are reorganizing FDC for struggle. For what? To regain our country. We are not reorganizing FDC primarily to get jobs in Museveni's government. No. We want to reorganize the party to join with all other Ugandans to regain control of the country. And we shall regain control of the country by the grace of God. So ladies and gentlemen, even after we create for ourselves the we call ours, we must mobilize and unite with all Ugandans of whatever party description, provided their agenda is to regain control of the country. In other words, regaining control of the country is not a partisan project. Are we together? Yeah. Even if you have no party, even if you are a doctor in the hospital, even if you are a soldier in the military, you are a policeman, it is your duty to regain control of the country. I mobilize, I call upon you all soldiers of NRA, where I fought. We didn't fight for family rule. Wherever you were, stand up and we liberate our country. This country must go back to the hearts of Uganda. And as I wind up, because as I've said, time is gone, people are hungry. I would like to tell you my own view, what I see ahead. What I see ahead, some people think that the were wasted. No. We didn't arrive where we were going, but the 20 years have already broken down what was the system of Mr. Museveni. It is wobbling all over the place, waiting for us to push it. Are we together? Today, Mr. Museveni can hardly pay his workers. He can't. In fact, this budget, they said they have passed the budget in Parliament. All the money he hopes to get in taxes will not be enough to pay interest alone on the debts he has. All our taxes, they want to collect this year 31 trillion. That's what they have put as a target for taxes this year. But the money they have to pay in interest for the loans they have already consumed, they need 34 trillion. So they must, and they will not be able to collect the 31 because we don't have it. Even if they kill us, we don't have it. So they will not collect the 31. You have seen the shopkeepers' royalty. The shopkeepers can't pay the taxes. So they will not collect the 31. But even if they collected the 31, they will need to borrow another 3 to pay interest on the debts. So they will, after borrowing 3, taking our taxes, they will remain at 0. So all the salaries they will have to pay the policemen, the soldiers, the RDCs, the ministers, the MPs, all the salaries this year, we are going to borrow them. They will have to borrow everything they spend this year. And they were borrowing abroad. The people abroad have told them, go away, we are no longer lending to you. So now the only place they have to borrow from is from ourselves. So we are closing in on them when they have no capacity to defend themselves any longer. The police you hear, all these police vehicles you see have no fuel in them. They don't. If you go to the police station, it is you to buy the paper on which to write. The police is stuck. Everyone is stuck. So ladies and gentlemen, they got to that situation because we have maintained the pressure on them all these years. Our fight has not been in vain. What needs to be done is to finish it up. We just need to finish it up. So we are dealing already with someone who is finished actually. And you know, once you become weak, this is the law of nature. Everybody wants to displace you. Isn't it? Yes. So now, the people in the Museveni's palace, they now see a weakling there. And you have seen already they are fighting to replace him while he is still looking. You know? So there is a war even going on within there because the power itself is weak. It's become very weak. So, ladies and gentlemen, this, I think I heard they are talking about 6 months to wind up FDC, 6 months to bring the new formation. You have another duty within the 6 months. I think within those 6 months, we must do everything in our power to make sure that the new formation is in a new environment altogether. Are we together? Not a new formation in prisoners. And it's possible. So I I walked around all the regions recently, mobilizing people to organize themselves. Rebuild Power 10. Rebuild Power 10. Rebuild on the ground Power 10. The young people especially. This struggle is for the young people, not for me. I am in the evening of my years. Zembarwani Yako. I am only fighting on your behalf, not for myself. I have nothing to beat myself. But I have given you the answer I still have. But as they say, the closest relative of the dead person is the one who touches the most problematic place on the dead person. Yes. Are we together? Yes. So even if we are fighting, the young people stand up and be counted.